It's October 23rd, 2024 here in Billings, Montana. Just got here this afternoon. Got a few hours till my rat gets here. I got an elk and deer tag on hand. Been pretty excited. Gonna ride in backcountry a few days early and glass like I have in other trips. If you're watching any of my other videos, I try to get out and locate and have a good opening day and work from there. Riding Mr. Tango. And I have Lakota camping tow. Checked up about 500 yesterday. Up ahead is Mr. Matt, my friend I hunted in Alaska and here with. He's got Newman towing our gear. Mr. Whiskey was giving us attitude yesterday packing. He wanted to lead. He's a young horse, but he's about, his ass is about as high as my head. Morning, it's 5:30. October 26th, Montana rifle season opener. Elk and the deer tag in hand. No country here, but when I walked up the glass last night and even up here, I've seen some good deer sign. So we'll see what we see. It is awfully windy, maybe pushing about 10 to 15, maybe more. Set up on a good piece and make a fairly long shot, but this wind, I don't know, past 300-400. It's gonna be tough. All right, well, let's see what we see in opening morning here. Out in the center there's one just shot about a mile from me. Watch them walk. Alright, first day elk hunting here. Didn't see nothing tonight. Glass the basin all around, but sometimes it's how it goes. Fire going, dinner cooking. I don't know much about horses, but I gave them water. I think they're well fed for. Ooh. All right, well, it's Sunday, October 27th, second day of hunting here in Montana. I didn't see any elk this morning. Sat in a spot where looks like there might be some elk that would come out from bedding into some feeding areas, and maybe at the bottom too. There's water down there. Anyway, you can find some elk to shoot now. So what I'm going to do this afternoon is glass from this high spot. Bedding area to look at, but let's see. It is extremely windy. Not right now, but it's gusting almost 30 miles an hour with my little weight meter. Just gonna be glassing into these timber pockets. Maybe there's some elk that bedded in there. All right, y'all, end of day 2 here. I didn't see an elk at all, not even a deer. The wind got pretty strong, so I made a loop where I could look down into like 3 canyons and look down into where there's no wind, and I still didn't see anything moving. In one canyon I walked down through to get back to camp. I found water in a couple spots, and the second spot, in my bow hunting experience, it smelled very elky. So I think I might sit that spot tomorrow. You try to look for good fresh sign everywhere, and I've seen some tracks of elk, but other spots it's just hard to tell how old the tracks are. So, but that's probably one of the best telltale signs there's elk in the area. There's a handful of other people that have already killed elk in the area, but these people have been out here scouting and stuff, so I'm just kind of coming in blind. Welcome to the elk camp. We have The stove rolling. I don't even need to be in all these warm clothes. This tent is nice and warm now. On Tuesday, the fourth day of the hunt, it began to rain, and then it turned to snow, which made for good elk hunting. And on Wednesday, the fifth day of the hunt, we had plenty of snow on the ground. We were able to track some elk, and then we glassed them and stalked into about 500 yards. Unfortunately, it turned out that the elk were on private land, so we let them be. Here's a song I wrote called I Got Cliffed Out. The fun part is getting out of here at night. Glassed elk in that pocket years back, and it's probably 3 weeks later into the season then, but the elk have just been so hard to find. Hunted a week and seen 7 elk myself. Thursday we got into some. It's Friday now, but I didn't see him. My buddy did, and by the time we got there, they already went down. They were like on top of a spot like that and came down. But what canyon? It's hard to tell. We ran out of snow by the time we got further in. Probably won't be able to hear any of this because it's so windy. I'd say it's about like 12-mile-an-hour wind right now, but it's just right in my face, and it's about 35, 40, which knocks it down to about like 20 degrees. So it's a little nippy, but we got Puffy on and these ridiculous 3-fingered things. They're great when you're sitting still glassing. So Saturday, November 2nd, we headed out. We had searched for elk high and low, looked for tracks in snow. And then on the last day that I could hunt, on Sunday, November 3rd, I shot a big-bodied whitetail at last light. He is by far the heaviest white-tailed deer in my first 10-point buck. And for comparison, this past winter I shot a 160-pound buck, which is probably the heaviest buck I've shot field dressed, 160 pounds. And looking at this one here in Montana, he had to be well over 200 pounds dressed. Unfortunately, I didn't have a scale. Unfortunately, I didn't get an elk again this year, but I sure gave it a good try. Thanks to Matt and Amy for hosting me and letting me use your horses. Thank you all for watching the video. Please hit the like button, comment, notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.